Ebusua sama akwa bi mmede ba Adom TV or Badwam no nso abọ ma pounds ma be se edu. Ebra se de pensimpensemu e de brew na unim se pensimpensemu no e bra ye ne ye mpamfo tenase e ba ba nsemu trecha asemu e de nchechemu de ba. Na adwen pa tai anamuntu a ya mpanifo tuo no etimi de abo akyekyere o man Ghana. Tano pe do asibiem so de afide na to a. Na se ne onim dada no ano nsem no nkre no be se miensa na no pe yedi ho nkomo o mapani e sha ase se o kwa probo o mantem ahodo o man mu no o sha ase o ato mantem mu e na o koto aso o ye poi mantem mu o fi ho no de nani kire fra o mantem mu se me no ka se o mapani o bron ne half mantem mu a what ni accounting to the people na we hear the bokrata the daily graphic katafano ya etoso dunsia Dema Senior High School, almost so in their community day, Senior High School, Biomapenia Copa Hontoma. Any Nanamun to a or de a co probono or mountain, a day bidding home como. Now, Roni say, Udofteling Coma, a far a Juma, a bino, now your diabeto, Bontin say, will be a Magana for no. To some passes say you may were the Banisena still, a binds will be close to 800,000 jobs. And then so a month for say, a Juman Yoma and to Munya be Enyano. And command no pay at the Bebrel. Now, for area Electoral Commission 5-year strategic plan. Just say if you know a dear anymore, or then she shall say what the betuna Juma way no home. Now I in Susu Diabia or the bear say, Nejuma way no, a conanim, which na far can answer a sign a cheek, and the command the Bebrel. Until I drink channel, obey me at the Abre Facebook or Adom TV, when you say you streaming live. Now the comments, what push to her. You bet me I can come. We are seeing no baby our hair and pay yet me at it. But if I know my trans and no pay, or James Ajenim Boating, memory, I'm a friend of Koju Ajenim Boating. Or my penny abidichi, I say, or a bankisim. But I don't pay watching. Yeah, is it? Ah,
Monamwe penny, Monamokasa, the Agova, Monamokasa Magana, Etina, Yabika. But Emily Casa no pay, my bar, more fiddy, so not. Monsieur one casa and some said, Buffy ha, check kakra. I am not motons are friend penny for no, and I want you to be Mukakra, as always. I want you to be Mukakra, no more friend.
The red inside the name Boatin. You heard him say General Secretary, Acting General Secretary, Edema NPP, John Boydon, so Baba Tenase, na yet me, Yahe and Comono. Na mo amunim papa adwuma why be pen why be pen pa kwadwa ye be pen pa it dey be abeko radio na television to be at the other side yeah net say
oh say wo kwa ma udi ma mindi kama where your mom was here say wo kwa no we Jumedie no near host no we na hoho and an guest interest so we di so because they do maybe I na utie Jumedie baby mamo ejuma no aye den kakra na particularly radio say nipa miensa kasa bomu preko pen aye na ye den kakra migidi se unya akwenya se dia me nya ye mrebi metina baby na wotina uko obi Jumedie so a uma oboni ni die kakra bam esan se enye se yaye namfo yehia wa ha ya hwefo bebre no mo hwe mehu se wafidie no so kra de na esan so and that's enti ya na enipa mienu miansa na kasasa na
ya dededodo na madwuma na den
eno no na ya na manintai enje ho ba edumi bi nso na ya manfo so na ebi abrante we na baba wa we de okwa na say ye can be crowd na hosa but as I say wo twen onipa na no sia
na wo ka
wo de na nkama
you say am for ya na ye say o kasa jejeje na kire say
enipa mi kasa bomu enipa mi kasa bomu de o ye what ba bending o say John Boyd never na say na so ni pose ya mi ansa da na ba akope
oh yeah acting general secretary or a national organizer. Then I can be. A campaign 2012. When I died of operations.
One year, mammy and Santi. You can't have one can.
Oh, Yo.
All in one.
So yeah.
Oh,
Obono home the home. Then you say Jimmy
But my uncle for be so more uncle kwesi die no. Me nim say yampa na yampa.
MB before uncle.
Sana na me hwe no social media ya abasi. Me almost say jama omompeni for na.
Say na tu kwan. And now call English ebrochi.
But some say otun for ne nkwaso nso obedi
enfie
dunso ntina nya akwesi die bia asa keke na ye grand akwesi die eba ne sa na say well ye nyina ye call na ye de ye kotai otiko course wachi eno no na me nim say no kra ba me hu social media no ye me nwa kakra ye ma sefem kakra since I thought say the amampeni call ye no call represent ye na okotai na nechi no maybe if we had an equally high-powered team from the largest opposition and also would not have been bad. But mechanism and any in fear 44 years. Or Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah baby because so we and then I
could have forgotten.
Yeah, 44 years ago that our nation's founder kicked the bucket. Senya Yakanon. May his soul rest. Perfect.
From Romania to Guinea Conakry.
Omutu no nechino. Omude ye no amane bre.
Anyway, ode ebeto anu so achi why for you. Pamenga I heard for say and I no pay benzen mu no dependable herba Adom co capsules and any bit so mandaro manom so as be pay me the baba. Ojo me enfa accounting to the people in Shas here. On my penisha here from Western region and Oba Eastern and Wako Volta and I say we do brown half of accounting to the people. On our cassette here say near my penny no needing kind and to one was say obono campaign one or yen near tosumi no or campaign no dia on then this or campaign. Na I say oye mampeni no asosanye Frank Tunima NDC na odi wo man ejapade ani sika nyina hye ne nsa na wokọ aban petrol aban hyen aban bambofo aban bibia na edi na chi odi ekoi o sisi other political parties aka na accounting no kra mo so mo accounting no kra ye hu nkuntabuo no there ma senior high school amako bie ya nkyere sika dodo aye nti edi an hu accounting
mini akaba mendase no nim de eme enika kakra wo mini se ejuma nso wakwadare mu waye ejuma ya che wona wonim se manya ye wo mu at least there's a certain convention say obia no ye be call elections na wo be shewo campaign asia ni edi kan kra no odi kan de o campaign team etudwa Omo say mampeni ashe ni campaign ase no saying for the members of the campaign team
no mampeni yes or no
campaign coordinator
oh yeah campaign team the ministers in the team but DC is for the team
say in 2012 we had
any team
so we say in 2012 we had a campaign team omo kaza na say mampeni campaign in nkeka they have a full-fledged campaign team but the most substantive point I'm just saying Mampeni and share into Abono I say he's not begun his campaign. You know, I say assuming without admitting pose a campaign. Well, the thing is that Mampeni and NTM Rebia anti-Sanka campaign punoya and yet didn't see a becase or a campaign. But the entire year case on your campaign or any say just say we a home pupoyake canon. Agrobicra na yedin. But Fapima ejina so emeno kase enti Mampeni Ako Atoyamantem Western region, Epuemantem Eastern region, Framantem Volta region, Nene Okobono Ahafo region. No. And it's so we share the last manifesto Mampeni Ediko 2012 elections now, or share a boa ejina and some 4 pillars be. Bako any say he put people first. Yeah, twaso say a man for a year die ebeda na koma so no de kind na wo hwa mampani insuo or ya kwan or ya hospitals and any keka ho papi medical no ne etoso any infrastructure nea the DHA economy nea etwato any running an open and transparent governance. Intisa last pillar, transparent and accountable governance. Eno no chese mampeni bo share ni se Sabgana for ye na dum na omoto ade man emoto abama no na oba nyame ye na dum no ba be ye mampeni a obema amanfo ehunu nia ekoso ewo na mambu onu emu eno na ejina so nti amampeni ekosa aproboya okwe. And it is something that is synonymous with President Mahama. Say Ameribian, he's engaging with the people of Ghana. Enti semampeni ekwa na oko akohwe se ochraman for say to me amode maamene de amayenie afenso bibi wo ho a ekire amanfo adwene so a and I think say instead say ye be condemn mampeni, he should rather be commended because he is deepening the space for our democracy. He's deepening the engagement. He is ensuring say amanfo ebehu nia ekoso so okwa bibi ekire amanfo adwene so no otimi nya ho akwanya na wa kirechim afenso no. What is the kind of leader anase mampeni ayepe ni ayato abama no na yehu no yentenenka yenim ne ekoso onjre ne ekwabe ekoso abam anase ne mampeni yehu no yete ne ekoso abam ye ninidi inkita ho to say so that he is able to gather feedback. Mampeni betimi atena ne Flagstaff House Ghana for so onkotena ho nyenejuma na ye send a report akese from district, from region, but not your no kind. That is one. The other thing is, would he want to verify, be on the ground, see what is going on? I think that the latter bodes well for our democracy, and President Mahama must be commended for doing this because I wish say it takes a bit of a toll to be able to do these 4 regions now in the last few days. So we call Okona okono o chese motu abama me dia maye nie na nyese ne maye nie keke oko western region na akọ chese musuku dan ya meka asembisi amamo no eni oko central region
oko ampa suku e meka aseme maye monhwe no so na monsan to aba no mame na me to asonye
oh meka se ya meka campaign no ano ni nim se campaign aba eno kra no meka se mpanimfo se near off-road you are a piano, Anna, yes,
Anna, Casa Buoni Canon.
And media and shre margin so. And a no crazy say mampeni a cancer obey and now oye. He's building cocoa roads, we see a dying, a suku are dying, and a yes suku dying be keke. You who be paying, you see pavilion, 3-4 rooms near the Hepeka Bohon Kakra. And yes, Matikra say, Penifoni because say, oh, a dime baku, suku dime baku, a yesi community day SHS is enough to run a university. And the truth of the matter is that, and I don't say this to spite anybody, many of even the private universities do not boast of facilities like just one community day SHS. So community day SHS aye kaba mampeni aye near woman so and say Obeka say even in the last elections na amanfo bi about free SHS na mampeni say let's widen access. Access widening, say you do this kind of investment. It is at this phase, sir, now waiting adult schools everywhere that you move into the free SHS mode. Because really, the truth of the matter is that it is simply because the facilities are there. It is simply because the facilities are there, they are available. The facilities are there, they are available. And like I said, they are at various stages of completion. Tese niaye kan nya de omo bia no
in the last
from 2000 de ye bia no so no say de ye bia no nyina de are running
mo bie dodo san ano
oh the car na ekos say and be na man right crime and penny bia I don't have the number off the top of my head but I minimally say at various levels of completion mampeni akoi nyina and then be na sankra na say bi mampeni kan say suku adan no minimum say wi na mo wi mesram se mo wi a mamo ntwen ma me bebia no ansa mo agen kola no wo de mo nhyɛ ase na mo use meba na maba bebie kama ne ewo mo ankasa ne sɛ bisa ho sankasa ye nuanom ne ye ma ne ye nananom ne ye wofasefo o mo wo hoi ye nsisa asuku adan ya ne nka mo wahi mampani John Mahama Ambreso, for the first time since yes share yes JSS SHSC as JSSC as BEC for the first time last year yetiminya nkrofo a omutimi reset because the akoba ene say so we call koye BEC no na wentwa there was no opportunity for rewriting ne ame patch ni say mampani eni ewo Ghana for eho neni wo neni wo obiara eho so he's giving the opportunity amanfo kan abuse of incumbency so omo kan abuse of incumbency yeah I understand them to a certain extent but there's a confusion of thought which is why they I think they cast their minds back to 2008 and when they cast their mind back to 2008 even in 2008 that is where we had the abuse of incumbency John Kufuor Etiakonya so 2008 na mampani Kufuor efi abenmu after 8 years na ne anetia ni say na Adom he say he's a bad leader, he's arrogant, he's proud.
We stick to the issue. We are not discussing that.
Okay, so I mean, so now we control program.
Maybe after so the final. We also discussing another.
No.
Time is soon.
No. Why? Who the chairman Afoko?
It's so part of our discussion now.
Okay. Well, Nana Nado, or yet.
Presidential candidate.
But and no be presidential candidate. No, yeah, a buying swafo. We fear Ben he's resigned. Even for him, they rolled out the full machinery of state. What is in the because in 2008 there, Nanado na hindi na odi and odi ni presidency because they looked at the convoy, they looked at the security, they looked at the full machinery of state which was rolled behind him. And it is that confusion of thought na mamfobi. Mampani John Dramani Mahama, or ye president of this republic till 6th January middle of the night, 2017, when he's sworn in again on the 7th for another 4-year term. The point I'm trying to make is that the state is duty bound. You see, even if the president says that, oh, David Media, I don't want to go with security. I don't want to go in a state vehicle. I don't want to do this. It is not up to the president to decide because at this point, the state owes him that duty. You know, I'm hearing a lot. Oh, those who are talking about abuse of incumbency, I think, and no, the abuse of incumbency is when because you are in government, you have the full machinery of state. So you decide that Hodariokai, who the court says reinstate him, you decide that you will not reinstate him. Abuse of incumbency is when you decide that you will go to the church and arrest Chachuchikata there. Those are the matters that call for the abuse of incumbency is to roll out the full machinery of state for a candidate who is not the president. In 2000.
Fast forward. Accounting to the people in the last 3.5 to 4 years, will be over 800,000 jobs.
Accounting to the people, Nasha say, and Ankasane say, Mijidi say, Ubeka say, do maybe no, na yenu no more, particularly Omo MPP, Omoka, and they say, oh, she incoso, Abaimu, she incoso, Abaimu. Na, and no, D kind says, oh, yeah, project we, yeah, project we, yeah, can say, you see, first, almost be Biancoso, you can say, oh, Coraja, Uhunia Coso, say, a Juma, Cassia Coso, you see hospital for Frokra, Oko police hospital, Ofa, Kwame Nkrumah interchange, Kaswa, Oko Tamale airport, Fufra, you see, Ho airport, Juma, Yasha, see, Oko Aferi, say, Kumasi, maybe the 500-bed military hospital is coming up. University of Ghana Teaching Hospital, Airbaso. In total, all of these projects, when they are completed, will add 6,000 beds to health facilities. It speaks to the point I made about putting people first say amanfo apomden say wo hwe nsuo ene na ka de enuanum bi atena adenta over 20 years omo ehu nsuo da mampani John Dramani Mahama Breso omo hu wen but the buy ne say yenuanum a omo wo other side ne say ye nya hwe ye start say ye chire we afikra de copy mu say omo say oh utie bi say we be photoshopped e bi say oh we mfoni we ye di fi Dubai
mfoni artistic impression to say
London
aerodrome
so
ya drawings no mo so ade no cafe ni yesi
over 210-page book here ni omo ka say artistic impression no whole airport no senia ebe tie no that is the only one out of this anya bia so wo call Kwame Nkrumah interchanger the wo book him artistic impression wo call Ridge Hospital then ya mabobo sin emu biara ni ho artistic impression now whole airport na aerodrome asama ye kan kra no work is seriously ongoing ewo into so wutie na omo say hwe nko so ye nya hwe do mo hu school dan ya ekoso ne nkeka ho na I mean it simply means that you need to let the people know what is going on because we know the kind of opposition that we are also
dealing with. How come say kind of form department do na say adwuma ni ho unemployed graduates association nurses area school yenya ba bi mfa omo hye na no yesi mo de omo ko wa yi omo so omo nko ehun sem bebre nwuma ni ho de nwuma no we
minji this obi wo aban mu a unsympathize with the situation of unemployment. And in the first case, we need to make the point, say, this, it's not a Ghana phenomenon, it's a worldwide phenomenon. It flows from the global crunch. Or maybe are having challenges and difficulties. Yen can say, yedi hua yen no. We make the point, say, Mampeni Mahama is making a good effort at addressing these challenges. Menowo Eka saying a lot of effort are ongoing to address the problem. We share BB to say community day schools here, yes, here. It is providing jobs. It is providing jobs to people. Ye we ni create no a school for ya wamo ebeko school. Ebu ha not ye chire kakra driver nimbi obefano na odeno ebeko ho nia obehwe facility no na obe manage. All of those things are also adding up to the job creation. And yeah, council say, so we share baby to say Savannah Cement Factory ya ewo Bupeya whole say 2,000 jobs created there. Ghana National Gas Company 265 youth in agriculture. From 2013, basically 2015, 23,000 people employed in the sector. Free zones board, our down for Kojochumbuafo. 69 companies so far have provided 16,372 jobs. I can go on and on and on to say we should NVTI Integrated Community Center for Employable Skills here. The whole 21,802. You know, but to say maybe kind. I don't say main can we say there are no challenges. There are challenges. There are challenges indeed with Yenuanum. That is why Mampeni A2 and Amoinbi to say youth enterprise supports said ya one more and yet obiana sebi ebi obepese obebo tie na wako kotna obi office obi oho ono so wo nimdie kakra obi oho owo a certain sense of entrepreneurial skills yama ebi no tete with respect to managing their businesses so that omo ankasanso may become employees and subsequently bring on board their people. So a lot of effort is being done in that direction. Sorry, no, so far.
Oracle Judge in Boating, James Dekan, or Mampeni Abedi Chia, Yaka say, Acting General Secretary, or also or double as a national organizer. And me check here, campaign 2012, I'm also the director of operations.
Post major
Akwaba.
Major, sir.
Ojuma dozu.
Send it.
We are public ones.
Your private jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, the mama. The thing say, your party no, and then she share any CBS no. It was a DBR, it was elections over the years, and our main challenges for election is how to have a neat relationship between the structures of the party, that's party, especially at the national level and at the regional level, the constituency level, and the campaign. So, I feel they are structured in a way, say, here they are the way I said, to walk away to TV better. I feel, Madame, almost my John
Markham to say, now it is all the same. Which let's say to us. We made the party chairman, Africa Watch. No, also,
you suspended out as a host of Radio Go. We are a lawyer, and sometimes these things we jam and paranormal. So, serial callers, yeah.
No, if you're organizing,
we are a lawyer.
If you're organizing,
come and sit here and
vigilante group.
Yeah,
if you're organizing vigilantes, no, but I mean, if you're organizing vigilantes, I'm not going to sit here and let you.
What is vigilante?
But that's what he's talking about, and that's I believe him.
You believe him?
Yeah, I believe.
No doubt you believe him.
I believe him. I believe.
Because we are meeting, but I think you add it to my time because this unnecessary distraction will not help anybody. Then they say we are meeting. Oh, Vitara Hotel, Washimota. Oh, the regional organizer, regional youth organizer, NASA coordinator, and the women's organizers, EBA, and we have vigilante group.
And you all responding to that.
I didn't say the all kind.
That's how they are back. Yeah, we are powerful. Can I back?
Said I
thought so you were not going to respond.
No, I'm responding because people like this.
Africa.
And who's there?
Yeah, you didn't call us. Yeah, you didn't call us.
As a political party, you're right. You're very trading a call for all the time. Your relationships with political parties throughout the world. Your right to engage the services of political consultants throughout the world. Some of us go to other countries to help their political parties, shape them, train them, and all that. I don't see any business about it. So, and there are distractions, and I think we need to
disturbing the pillars of power.
Leave it.
Yeah, so accounting to the people, job creation. About to create about 800,000 jobs, or in through direct and indirect actions of government. So I'm penny and brown half of. Okay, what do you know?
Oh, dear, who the Oma can and say at least this time, no, almost exaggeration or matiso. So, almost exaggeration of what they've done or matiso. We will be kai. And everyone, what has changed, almost to me, it's almost exaggeration. And then Yama engine no crano, almost so. Because 2009, almost by 2009. By 2010, almost created 1.6 million jobs. 1.6 million jobs. Bra, almost social security so at that time they do 800,000. But they were able to create 1.6 million jobs. Then one said for all this while, now by 2013 to 2016, dear, almost to create Ketwasa. Then I buy I feel no then you understand? They better buy. But more seriously, no. As for traditional jobs, to say national health insurance scheme. Na ye call for more there. Aban bia no beto policy papa obedi so no aye. So the mention or your friend is a Maslow program or na a man call for irrespective of whether discriminatory or not, a man call for Nema to expand their business at Ombe Juma. Or Nema youth employment program is oh, until the TBR no buying the latte de mana obey, you understand? But also be sound say job losses being now for that period in question. Me say me want the currency or more accounting one side balance sheet. Me want accounting sada.
One side balance sheet.
Say owns a balance sheet accounting expenditure and revenue. You account for the positive and account for what accounted for the positive. Omo accounting one side effect. But there's no way I will count about employment acknowledge loss of jobs, because it is the net employment that is critical, and not just sana baby yes sincere propagandist now exaggerating near bibria oye say we don't forget about 1.6 or kokra now about 2012-13 be seen now. We share challenges our economy come, particularly with the dunso I buy for the close almost 4 or 5 years now. Job loss go for juma say enya sem ketwa kra uko businesses are most businesses, especially manufacturing companies, in the cost of production they can't meet it. For some of them, workers even have to beg, say young mom have pay in order for them to stay in jobs. Maybe madam for running or manufacturing sector. Sometimes it is better for him to lay off workers for a period because yes, sir, monthly social security obetua and the taxes obetua no, and no crowd bro the sales for the year. It's challenges are in over yes, there na ye can job to say the purple can ya uchu chance and sign out jina kwan ho na oton job we creating jobs.
And also
mobile obisa say why can't people use it that 1 month now sisa mobile now boano a betumi aton wen sika e no ye job say some na ye ka dia na say jobs in the bebre ho mo na ma almost sisa papers e boabo no ton. You can say if you have, and this is supposed to be somebody who is responsible for private sector development, so until say the kind of jobs are here cano and no so yen twitwa uko school we are we kwa akogina kwa ho akotwitwa grass no achechere obi ba betobia that is say creative jobs maybe that kind of job we can understand what they say nti minia asema eda ho ene niema akoso as we speak now interest rate inch towards close to 40%. Obia we business bia wo memora because of ye sika na ho den no e wo community no as compared to foreign, especially major currencies no go for capital aba form ye pa. A lot of the businesses are no. Even most businesses are related to internationally oriented no. In for positions quiet so because of sikana ho den wo form no we are ABA accounts manager there was some level of revenue bia also utumi enya ube maintaining as account manager but because the sikana it's endu the people cry or was account manager but the counterpart throughout the world in the global business ABA accounts officer it's nyema enye. You understand? Inyema enye. As for a friend is saying free zones in there, will be back. Not say or be a company. And they need most often. I think that what we need to do is properly look at the concept of free zones. No? But it is expected say in Kandi Pano Bar or be a company. Most of the products you be export.
It is still the same.
And so economy
Saneko.
Me say
70 exporting,
and so
30 local.
And so economy
do you know that?
maybe some question. Me say and so economy but what I know say regulation and say that any strict in that direction. I know a lot of things that goes on. I am benefited on mine. These are things that maybe going forward, you know. You go to me.
Very well.
Just saying, maybe I'm about to say, at least some exaggeration, we can live with it.
Marty, could you quick rebuttal on this matter? We have just 15 more minutes.
Obia onim the concept of free zones nim say ejina emra kwan so. You were trying to correct John for the erroneous impression he's creating. It's 70% for export, 30% for the local market. That has not changed. But that's not even the more substantial point I want to make. Miaminim Samampeni year, for example, is the stimulus package he's providing the local printing industry. That 100 million Ghana cedi stimulus package to print local textbooks in Ghana, for example, clearly, it will rejuvenate. It is from now onwards to print the textbooks here locally. Other than, you see, part of the problem is that you can decide to import the textbooks, but the long effect, you say, in Juma and Kabe Kritua, you rather exported those jobs. So when that takes place here, for example, you ma in Juma, and I say encourage more printing industry. The same way, so to say local pharmaceutical industries, and also washe emu kena with the kind of support that has gone on. A lot is being done to support local industries.
Mate.
A lot is being done to create jobs. Mampenia probo okwa ebizo ontia omontiasi. And then mampenia. I mean, it's just to go and open the schools, the polyclinics, the hospitals, and all of those things. And the people are seeing. I mean, and these are not projects that can be hidden.
Marty,
people are
JB, you wrap up
and they are relevant.
On this matter, and you move on to EC.
Some the Americans said they're okay. So, to whom much is given, much is expected. And to catch them and say, if you are Kumasi Airport, now the international Besheho, now say, why, you know, Kumasi International Airport.
But international 2003 near the
show. Okay. Now, Chrem say, Sika, one Chrem, Sika, yeah. Sometimes I just say, why are you here? But Sika, you see, I think, say, and you can go through, especially with buying over the period. Share a car or more puregu now I will say yes kana ya puregu because in your car sabi mene and I didn't what in kwan betia ho ejira na betia nti enye NDC asem ana because me when NDC nti ade no nebo edin ana say sikana e wo say de ya ade no ye mfa nye ne de ye bibi fro a o de o opposition ti menka bi because a kanaba mene no ene ye ma because can it be a honor cry we started to in 5 years time in 10 years time you understand and you know ye feel say o hwe e ka buburo a ya buregu ho a enye ho adwuma ene aye no and I think say the people of our country enim their air cost especially with the way our economy no esi aya and then no country a ye bo modern e win ye ho from IMF especially. Now your debt levels no yet to be the bar from the year 2001 to 2008. Baby idea akui inch to 80%. I just say baby I kono ano eshipa.
Okay, so do ba ko pepe ne sorry ye Electoral Commission ni on 5-year strategic plan in the now. But you heard messages are amount for here from live streaming or Facebook no omudi biaba Alicia Shadow or say kaba okasi no ye na tissue yo mate you say Raymond Edupoku says kaba how I wish Ghanaians will vote based on the reality on the ground. There's no job for the people. Students are home for years, still waiting for postings. Adom TV, Yamin Shamu. Benz, I'll say, Kaba, these people have nothing good to offer. NDC, you say you have created jobs to give us the number of jobs you have created. You just can't do the simple calculation. Then this one says African leaders are very wicked. They are very self-centered. They don't think about the people. Ghana for and Abana. Kaba, Nathaniel Eje from Texas, USA, or say, I'm not sabotaging the government, but let's face the fact. The government can't blackmail the citizens of Ghana. Thousands of people are still in their homes without jobs. Kaba, my own friends who are degree holders in Kede, in the Eastern region, are still jobless. In Tiabino, a Juman or so be or Henfa. Amwa John sends a message or Facebook live streaming or say between the NDC and MPP, which one has been able to perform better after independence and or the account at their brain. Or very man and not say Amwa Kumbri crying or say NDC ni Jifativo. Hey, Munim se Mboko Jill, until Amasha say Amoki can say. Chum Daniel says Kaba, MPP counterpart no JB Wabada Dada, and TM say Saturday na Unyahuno.
See MPP counterpart.
Opati say NDC counterpart no Henfa. JB, no, I mean, no Casa radio. So now say EC 4-5-year strategic plan. No, Munya she Muye. And you be a free Kumasi be doing a Jack in Kakra.
Oh, man, come in much more details because a big woman, Kasa. The attendant say, especially a public organization, oh, a strategic planner. We find it at 2 levels. We have our internal assessments, SWOT analysis within, and then operations. They say, "Kwambe na obe to me, I improve on it." Now, external people are new dealers, stakeholders, no, so no new dealing kita. Until omu buy with their consultants, and yeah, better now say any omu dealing kita omu be brave. We the yeah dream yeah and omu ejuma yemu omu image, omu near my yo omu sem kan yeah, omu near ma enda kwemwa enmanko for enya jidi ewo de omu yemu no. Yet the two omu nim. Nti eba na say enra almost lunch na ye feel say nya ho na yakọ discussion meaning say go work and me tie ko gwa ido just also the asam no so ma no otum na oka anya ho na afi na yakọ discussion so your friend people for no man na amu obi bi kan mo
man for say ye hu mo
me tell say mu obi bi kan mo be kan anya ho nya discussion na yakọ ye anya ipac meeting na yakọ enya yen na yakọ akọka kire mo say mo logo na mo aye no nka mo ye ni say ana say mo maintaining coat of arms na nka beboa enye ho na ho kokasa you understand na because of ochinanso exercise no over kind so enran so ye inaugurate most of our sector committees you understand na ochin exercise no so it's so critical say mo say ase ye koye nim no na yi si de na mo bo machi over kind 2014 yeah, limited registration exercise. Almost provided for about 6,000 centers. That is almost all the electoral areas I want. Almost 2 years. And okay, a major challenge for political parties and for individuals because, Masa, so we have to think how do you ne usuklo teni here ma who the air can any so, but to call in Krasina now who say a cast electoral area. You provide even one center cry a major challenge. Look, mama, typical example. I'm in Few West. Now, me hold a meeting for Mumuni Camp electoral area. A brand table could be or tear over meeting on 90 for 7 miles. And so, oh, do baby or oh to me a high motorbike. Not your nothing, and yes, I find out no more. Baby or who betrays you, baby or no other pipe answer. Imagine, say, Ubie one registration center or Mumuni camper. Sa individual obeja ne fo ho obeja ne dwuma oye ho anantia ba se obe register. But this time round or crown as I west because not only say ye be electoral areas some of the electoral areas ye cluster ye boom. It's a major challenge for all of us as political parties and for Ghanaian in general, per se, or register to express his views in the elections by end of the year. And no, ye GD say a major challenge in we have to farm out our people to get even movement of the machines because of the you know. Baby was 10-day period for the registration exercise. Baby will have 5 days. Because move equipment. One uncalled for movement plan no cry and cry not that major challenge to you. You understand? And now we share the last one there were clear challenges and no idea says some cost will be on and my dear and you're successful. To say if your machine no break it down. Sometimes machine to me first the shall say working on machine break it down. Battery I almost use so no me say 8 hours and say into me say then over baby battery ni ho omuni spare or paper keka sometimes they print it out daily print out of the number of people have register for a day no cry e be no money bi letter official e be over corner be above 10 11 na on my materials I just say and I think
and is that so say you heard him say sir
and me issue statement drawing their attention the general public attention to some of these
sima ba ko pe sal easy logo en wan say me there
for me engine is no critical issue but almost feel is no be change your image I can quarrel so much unless of course say if there's no value for money you understand but as I sit here, I cannot really. I don't think it's needed.
EC 5-year strategic plan.
Well, me name near a woman potting, but I think there are a few things I can say about the Electoral Commission. Near me did say, "O mine you know, ye de mra na wo mine ye de tumi ashe EC4 and said the ombeshe na ya Badwam sem na omo atoto na bibia akoyi." Adeɛ baako a megye say ye hia ne say ye be sopa easy and I will bastardize the Electoral Commission like sometimes the way you see people do because that's all we have. In any case, the bibi krampo chire so as they say amanyoko there's also a forum say IPAC omo akodi omo nkita. Oni amati mom say amanyoko ni bi wo ho a ya omo ntan jama very consistent and regular in terms of who appears there, ABN, Kweku, Ochna, Obentin, Adechie, you know, that kind of thing. But, I mean, so my point is that Omo you know, indeed. They have the platform for resolving all of these issues, and I encourage them. Say, as for the logo, me say EC chair pair on finding the elephant and so it doesn't really bother me. Me just say the here say as politicians and members of political parties, I see ya family. Ebi say John Eka say onoko Mumuni Park koko ye ne meeting na oma Ninkrofo akwanchire no sa na yenso no yenso ebema yenkrofo akwanchire. I think those are the important things sir. Yes I say yen if no omo gidi say logo ne hi omo nkoso no omo nye yenso as amanyoko no yenso we have obligation to our members, our party, to deepen democracy, to strengthen it na ye ma yenkrofo akwanchire. I mean in terms eno dey mention that ni bibia actually so yeah ebika say and you be so logo in a idea and they also have a right to express themselves. I don't think I want to share my view on that.
JB, your time also any concluding remarks? Just
oh well, said I go and do it here. Was I go and be anywhere Sebi obey tineniesi obi so for nothing. Yeah, now sometimes you know. Omamu hana yen kanokre. So nti yanka no crazy no ene me wa ben mu a na chese de aban institution bia ye bia eye ene me ni aban mu a de aban institution bia ye bia enye nti ukoka se aban institution bi ya de na enye wonu ankasa ni wa asema okay say critical issues wo ho na yisi ne concentration say obeye logo a emfa ho a na me jire hwe wo ye yisi boss asema okay wa rebrand yisi eno nti wa fra ho meetings enkofo embra because we need the cost of the rebranding
o say a work in progress o munya nwie
na nti omo frɛ
ata na ogina ho no sana nya no be hu
omo frɛ you see some who head institutions like that sometimes you know the case me never be say o te imite so kan say o say logo na nya na kunu and a brand
o say nya na kunu na because amanfo kan say ni kunu ya gra
san say mo dey say mo betumi akọ mo white park ho ne nkan
ne amamo fa isi asemo emma ha me and discuss
Mongo ka mo wife akọ mo na mo tu five times we mo as terminate campaign na
me dey say is a public institution and yet even political parties spend their stakeholders in it the media everybody including you until you to be discussed they discuss why park they do I go discuss it me jidi say sometimes no nsem kan ye ne niam no create bad image rebranding over no asan rebranding negatively
anyway and I don't before I know until I say acting general secretary doubling as national organizer and tripling as director of operations for campaign 2012. Koja Jenny Boatin said, "And no a public knowledge,
public ones.
Private businesses. We are doing more than that. I don't pay. Sounds like Koja Jenny Boatin, a presidential staffer, or Mampenia Bidi Chair. I don't pay any access from and a demand dependable about Madon Co capsules and Africa World Airlines. Whom say, and they were going to pursue too far. Now fra and Kranko Kumasi Kotamale. To say daily flight a Kotamale to Accra. Yes, I feel now Kumasi and San Fabiaco. In Tiseu to domestic and now Omema and Kwan dia the preferred airline Africa World Airlines. So Madaroma and I'm saying live streaming Adom TV so one ultimate message for no. Say yeah, sorry, changing lives, transforming Ghana. Kojo Jenny Boatin. Government documentary. Yede bro sisi a na fe na na ya be fat na se. Na yede.
Oji afoko di anji jombo.
Na me admo try me